28th February, let's discuss today's market technical outlook with the TWB system. Alright, so let's go into the charts right now, guys. Now, do watch my previous video on this one here, because I have shared with you guys that China market is going to go down further, and it's happening right now. Now, yesterday, the China market recovered above the 200-day moving average, and I thought that this is the bottom for now, but looking at the market, we have a problem, guys. So if you look at this, if the market actually loses the MLP later, that's about 13,260, the selling will bring it back to the MA 200. And if this actually close below, guys, be careful, this will bring it down all the way to 13,000. Now, 13,000 is a very important psychological level, because you can see in the past where the 13,000 comes, it always will be like bouncing around there. And back then, when the market broke above it, that was where we thought that we have a recovery of the continuation of the market recovery. But then once it hit the 14,400 area, now it has pulled back about 1,000 points. So in my opinion, 13,000 should be next for the China A50. All right. Okay. So let's just do something interesting. Let me show you about my own new latest KFC chart on certain market, and you can see right now that the Nikkei KFC is telling me that if the Nikkei can't cross this level here, there will be further selling, and this is 27,632. And of course, if you look at this on other market, let me just bring it in right now. That's what we have here. Let's see with the Bitcoin. You can see for Bitcoin that is still firming above my KFC level, so the Bitcoin is still finding some strength on the upside. And of course, for silver, silver has broke below my KFC level a few days ago, and that's why silver is coming down. And I'm looking to buy around $19 to $20. Okay, this is going to be a very, very good buy. And of course, for the dollar yen, it has broken down in November last year, and now it's trying to recover. We'll see how it goes from there. And 1 minute, let me bring it in. And for pound, pound is now holding very closely at my KFC level. And if pound goes below 1.2048, there should be some selling on the pound market. And this KFC is a very incredible product of mine. So if you want to know more of this, in PM us, all right? Okay, let's look at the technical outlook for today. Let's go. Now, first of all, we just see something very important. This is the 5% rule. You can see that let me just bring in the Dow Jones first. This is the Dow Jones, and the Dow Jones basically, you can see very clearly it has broke below the 90 percentile level. And I mentioned to you guys, as long as the Dow Jones cannot go above the 33,258 level, there will be selling, and the selling will be able to come down to 32,335, because that will be the 87.5% mark. And for the last few days, you can see the market really tried, but it doesn't go any higher. So that is why I'm pretty confident that we will see some selling to 32,335 in the near term. And of course, you can go down lower to 31,000 area, which I mentioned in the previous video. All right. Then, of course, the NASDAQ, obviously, the NASDAQ is way below the 80% level. And that means that the NASDAQ has been in the bear territory since April last year. So if you look at it right now, it seems that the NASDAQ still got room to go down further. And of course, if we are talking about the market taking away technology stock because of the inflation and the interest rate environment, right? We can see the NASDAQ coming down to 11,745. Okay, it is possible. And if it goes down further, we may even see the 11,000 mark. Okay, the 11,000 mark. This is going to be very scary, guys. And of course, for the S&P 500, we have a very clear rejection recently at the 85% mark, and now it's coming off. So most likely S&P 500 could be going for 38.55. So traders, watch out for this. All right, these are the few things that you need to take note. Okay, right. So let's do the charts for today, and we see what can we expect. All right, for the Dow Jones now, the Dow Jones is interesting. Yesterday it stays supported at my BNB support level. So that means that 32,808 is very critical. As long as the Dow Jones stays above 32,808, we can still see upside going back to 33,235. But my KSI, my KRW, nope, they're not doing it doesn't tell us a good thing. And that's the reason why you can see yesterday the Dow went up all the way and rejected all the way down, because the KSI and my KRW are red. So by pushing up, it's actually giving more, more strength, for more levels for the bear market to short it down instead. So now watch this, guys. 32,808 is critical. If the market loses that, I can tell you this, we'll see 32,549, if not 32,345, which is the BNB extension. Yeah. Now for the NASDAQ, let's take a look right now. NASDAQ is trying to recover. We have some buying interest, very interesting. As I say, you have to follow the TWB system. It doesn't mean that the Dow is selling, the NASDAQ must be selling. The NASDAQ have a KSI green, that means that boys are buying in. So that's the reason why the market recover. But I'm going to be upfront here. 12,024 is MLP for today. If the market loses this level, the selling can bring it down all the way to 11,771. But upside, right, there's a very interesting upside. 12,153 could be the first target because that is a stack with the KCB at the same time. Now, of course, this is the S&P 500 right now. It's also performing the same thing like what you saw in the NASDAQ. So which means that as long as the market stays above the BNB support level at 39.68, all is good. But if the market breaks 39.78, the selling can bring it down to all the way to 39.69. Now, upside will be 4020. Possible, well, depending on any data coming out later, which is the one I shared earlier. If it's positive, maybe we may see 4020. But if you ask me, with the KSI and KRW both so red, I just feel that the market is going to drop again to 39.69 level. Alright. Now for Hong Kong, earlier we talked about that. So let's do the with the TWB system. Now Hang Seng, as long as it cannot stay above 20,050, then there will be some selling. Now earlier this morning, the market broke above it, right? That's why you see that Hang Seng went up to 20,200. But after that, when China market gave way, it pulls back again, and most likely it will test back MLP at 19,903 again. Now KSI and KRW are red, so you can see why for the market, right? Ever since this point here, where you can see the return rate together, all right here, that's why the Hang Seng has been coming down really rapidly. So once again, this is very critical because you really need such indicator to help you in the market. Now for Nikkei, let's take a look right now. The Nikkei yesterday rebounded very strongly and broke above the BNB support level. That was good. But the thing is this, the KSI also says that the buying volume is there. But the boys itself telling us that nope, something is different. So all I can say is this, the Nikkei has to stay above the MLP at 27,415. Now it's at 450. Now if the Nikkei loses that and become a yellow to red signature move, that's called a single yellow, then that will bring the Nikkei down all the way to 26,998, and I think that this time round it may go even lower to 26,904. So that was where the last time when the market came down, you see how it's perfect, it stayed there and recover from there. This is really amazing charting system. All right. Now for the crude oil, let's take a look right now for crude oil. Yesterday crude oil rejected by the BNB SL. All right, that was at the level was at 76.42. That was a rejection here. And now the thing is this, the boys are still selling. All right, KW is still selling. So maybe we'll see the crude oil going back down to 74.10. Now do note, if the US economy is not doing well or global economy not doing well, crude oil will usually suffer by also going down. But in my reason is that I believe that crude oil will be the catalyst, one of them, to bring the market to basically create problem for the US market and global market. So if the crude oil go up on its own because of some issue or some geopolitical issue, then of course that will add even more pressure to the current US indices. All right. So upside is $76, further up is $77, downside is $74.10 for crude oil. All right, let's look at the dollar yen right now. The dollar yen shows that they're going to have some resistance at this BNB RL, which is at 136.51. Now, guys, I've been calling for buy for a long time, and I believe that there's still further upside for dollar yen. So 136.50, if it breaks, the next target will be as high as 138.98. That's a 300 pips upside potential. So, of course, things may get very good, right? Okay, let's take a look on this. The pound. For pound, interesting. Yesterday, pound also did a strong recovery. What's the reason? I didn't check on this, but I can tell you that now. Pound has to cross 1.2066 first. Then we can see a potential upside to all the way to the level that you guys are mentioning, which is 1.22 level. Now for this side on town, let me just bring this away. On this side, right, the market must stay above 1.20 because this is a big BNB, so a lot of eyes on this. Yep. Okay, then we are done with that. Let's have euro, is it? Okay, let's say euro. And euro has also a recovery and a new BNB, so the upside itself must break 1.061 to go to 107. Okay. Now downside, if it breaks below 1.053, then it can go. If it breaks below that, then it can go to 1.044. Now for euro, in my opinion, there should be some selling again. So watch out for euro, watch out for pound. I think that there will be some selling again later this week for the both of them. Alright, so that I'm done with that. Let's look at some gold and silver. Let's take a look. Where are you? Okay, here we go. Gold and silver. Okay, now look at gold. Gold yesterday tried to recover. It went back up to 1820. Then this morning gave back the gains, and now trying to hold afloat above the MLP, and that's 1813 level. Okay, so if the market breaks below MLP, the first target I'm looking at is 1801, and that's the level that you can see it coincides with pivot 2. So this is not pivot 2 numbers. This is on its own. The BNB extension tells you that the pivot 2 also have the same number in a way. This is 1801.01, this is 1801.1. Okay, not exactly, but we are there. Yeah? Okay, so will gold go down lower? Yes, I think so. Because the dollar pressure will likely push the gold down lower. Alright, let's look at the dollar first. Let's take a look at the dollar at the moment right now. Let me just bring this in. Okay. The US dollar right now is recovering a bit after yesterday's sell-off. It's recovering, and I think it will still go up. Yeah, and of course for VIX, right, guys? VIX, I think we're somewhere near the support already. We can buy some at $20. Okay. All right. So that is my view on the gold market. So watch out for 1801. Yeah, and of course with silver, let's take a look right now for silver. Okay. Silver itself is still coming down, and I believe I tell you that 2047 is the level I'm looking at. I put a bit over there. If you can go down lower to 2025, it will be better. You go down to 19 or 18, it'll be super. Alright, now for me, the valuation for silver should be between $19 to $20. So which means that if the market bought way at the top, then congrats to them. Because now, if the market, unless it wants to push up again, then I think buying at $19 is going to be a very, very good bet. Yeah? Okay. Alright, that is the gold and silver. And let's look at Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, Bitcoin right now. Now, Bitcoin tried to go above the BNB RL, but it failed and pulls back. So to me, is that as long as the market, as long as things are fine, we can try to see higher. But once it loses the MA30, which goes at the MLP, that's about 23,400. If we sell down, the first target will be 22,980. Alright, that will be the first target I will foresee. Now, let's look at the Ethereum, where we are right now. Ethereum has recovered yesterday after the big sell-off. Alright, for Ethereum now 1604 will be a very, very critical support level. Alright, so please watch out for this. And also, if the market stays up, it has to break above 16,664 for it to go back again to maybe 1727 region. Okay, so again, watch out for all these numbers. This will be very helpful for you. Okay, guys, that'll be all for today. I wish you the best. The Dow is coming off a bit, so consider what I say, and wish you all the best. It's Cal signing off. Bye bye.